Today we'll be working on the body of the Cort guitar. First, we're going to be taking off this really dirty pick guard. Our screwdriver struggles to get through these rusty screws, so we bring in the heavy artillery and use a drill. Next, we remove the pick guard to reveal the gross underbelly of the guitar. A lot of rust, here's a good view of that, and here's all the components. We then got to removing the bridge of the guitar. We're going to replace this in the end. Oh look, a pick! Nick then drills out that really rusty jack. It was a surprise it even worked. We then tried to remove the outer coating with a heat gun, but it looks like we're going to have to sandblast it. Here's a good view of the body of the guitar without all its components. Into the sandblaster the body goes. We're focusing mainly on the inside, where we're going to fill in where the components were with wood. We're trying to get the inside as clean as possible and get rid of any imperfections. Here we use the air to get rid of the excess sand. The next stage of this project will be to fill in that hole left by the components. To cut the wood to fill this hole left by the components, we're going to use this translucent piece of paper to create a template. You can see me, John, tracing the paper here in order to make a nice template for Nick to use when cutting with his jigsaw. Next, Nick gets right to work cutting out the template. We use an X-Acto knife and we taped it to cardboard to give it a little more structure. The cutting process does take a while due to all the twists and turns of the template, but it's also quite important that we're making a template because we'll be cutting out two different thicknesses of wood to fill in the hole. Also off camera, we cut out a square template to fill in the hole left by the bridge. Here are the finished templates. Here are the finished templates inside the guitar. I then take the templates and get to work tracing them onto a piece of wood that will eventually be used to fill in the hole. Using a jigsaw, Nick begins to cut out the wood fill. He carefully navigates the lines left by the template, and additionally uses a drill to help get better angles. Off camera, we also sanded down the wood fill pieces to make sure they fit nice and flush. The final thing for today is to finally glue the wood fill pieces into place. Using Gorilla Wood Glue, we make sure the pieces are pushed down and locked into place. We'll be doing this again with a second layer. However, we will need to wait 1 to 2 days for the first layer to dry. Additionally, we'll need to pick up a second piece of wood that's slightly thinner to create the second layer. The goal of all this hard work is to create the illusion that it's one full piece of wood, since we will not be replacing the pickguard with another in the end. That's all we got for this week. Let's see us continue our build of this Cort guitar next Wednesday.